Most people assume blurry vision is just a normal part of getting older, something you accept and move on from. You wake up with dry, scratchy eyes. You squint at menus across a restaurant. Headlights at night leave you uncomfortable, gripping the steering wheel tighter than you used to. But here is the truth most doctors do not take time to explain. It is not always just old age. The American Optometric Association is clear. Once you are past 60, your eyes become significantly more fragile. Conditions like dry eyes, cataracts, macular degeneration, and sudden blurry vision in one eye become far more common. And the National Eye Institute has warned that vision loss among Americans is rising faster than at any point in recorded history. What makes this especially dangerous is that the real damage often happens while you sleep. At night, when you think your body is resting, your retina, the light-sensitive tissue lining the back of your eye, does not always get the oxygen and nutrients it needs. The delicate photoreceptor cells that help you see clearly begin to break down slowly and silently. Most people do not notice until the damage is already significant. I'm Dr. Markus Dexter. Today I am walking you through 7 fruits that research suggests can support overnight eye repair, and exactly how to use them correctly. Because eating the right fruit the wrong way can cancel out most of the benefit. Everything I share here is educational and not a substitute for professional eye care. If you are experiencing vision changes, please see a licensed eye care professional. Your eyes are too important to leave to chance. Now, let's get into it. Starting with number 7. Before we start, drop a comment right now. Tell me, what is your biggest vision complaint? Morning blurriness, night driving, dry eyes, eye strain? I read every single comment, and your answers shape what I cover next. 10 seconds. Go. Small, easy to overlook, and genuinely impressive for aging eyes. As we get older, the retina becomes increasingly vulnerable to oxidative stress. Cells wear down. You start squinting at road signs. Headlights look like starbursts. You wake up with vision that takes an hour to fully clear. That is cellular damage, and there is growing evidence it is addressable. Kiwi is loaded with lutein and zeaxanthin, the 2 nutrients eye researchers return to again and again. Think of them as natural internal filters. They sit inside the layers of your retina, absorbing harmful blue light and providing antioxidant protection during your eye's nighttime repair window. Kiwi also contains a unique combination of antioxidants and a small amount of serotonin, which supports deeper, more restorative sleep, the same sleep during which your eyes do their most important repair work. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that older adults who consumed 2 golden kiwis daily showed measurable improvements in visual sharpness alongside reduced morning dryness and eye redness. How to use it? Eat 2 golden kiwis, not green, about 1 hour before bed. Golden kiwis carry more lutein, produce less acid, and sit easier on the stomach, and do not peel all the way to the edge. The thin layer of flesh just beneath the skin contains concentrated caffeic acid, a potent antioxidant. Scoop the fruit out with a spoon and leave that inner layer intact. If you regularly wake up with vision that takes a long time to clear, this one deserves your attention. As we age, blood flow to the retina gradually slows. Reduced circulation is a major contributor to that frustrating morning blurriness that sometimes takes hours to resolve. Watermelon is over 90% water, so hydration is an obvious benefit, but the research points to something deeper. Watermelon is one of the richest dietary sources of lycopene, a powerful carotenoid antioxidant linked in observational studies to reduced oxidative damage in retinal cells and protective effects against cataracts and macular degeneration. Certain compounds in watermelon also support nitric oxide production, which improves peripheral blood flow, meaning better oxygen and nutrient delivery to your retina during sleep, exactly when your eyes need it most. How to use it? 1 to 2 cups of chilled seedless watermelon about 30 minutes before bed. Skip the salt entirely. Added sodium can raise intraocular pressure, which the Glaucoma Research Foundation identifies as a significant risk factor for vision loss. Pro tip: do not discard the white rind. That section near the skin contains citrulline, an amino acid that supports healthy blood vessel function. Blend it into a smoothie or eat it alongside the fruit. Tiny, deep purple, easy to overlook. But when it comes to protecting your eyes in low light, black currants are quietly remarkable. The specific problem they address is retinal microinflammation and reduced blood flow to the optic nerve. Over time, that chronic low-grade inflammation blurs vision, creates halos around headlights at night, and causes progressive eye strain in dim conditions. A stronger glasses prescription cannot fix this. What makes black currants effective is their extraordinary anthocyanin content. In the eye, anthocyanins do several things simultaneously. They calm inflammation, support blood vessel dilation, and help restore rhodopsin, the visual pigment responsible for your eye's ability to adjust from bright light to darkness. A randomized, placebo-controlled trial involving glaucoma patients found that 50 milligrams of blackcurrant anthocyanins daily over 24 months significantly improved blood flow to the optic nerve and meaningfully slowed visual field loss compared to placebo. A separate study found improvements in dark adaptation, the speed at which your eyes shift between bright and dim environments, directly relevant for anyone who struggles with night driving. How to use it. Fresh black currants are hard to find in most stores. Look for a standardized blackcurrant anthocyanin extract, around 50 milligrams daily, taken in the evening. For better absorption, pair it with a small amount of healthy fat like a few walnuts, or a vitamin C source like a slice of orange. Most of us eat blueberries in a way that cancels out a significant portion of their eye protective benefits. Here's what you need to know. Blueberries target oxidative damage in your photoreceptors, the specialized cells in your retina that allow you to focus, distinguish fine detail, and adapt to changes in light. The key compound is pterostilbene, which is chemically related to resveratrol but significantly more bioavailable. Research suggests it can cross the blood-retinal barrier and act directly on DNA damage in light-sensitive cells, a meaningful distinction from most antioxidants that never reach the tissue that needs them. A 2023 study published in Nutritional Neuroscience found that older adults who consumed wild blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed notable improvements in visual acuity and reported meaningfully less eye strain when viewing screens in low light. The critical detail: not all blueberries are equal. The large, shiny cultivated varieties common in supermarkets have measurably lower antioxidant density. Wild blueberries, the small, dark ones typically found in the frozen section, carry nearly double the concentration of active compounds, and frozen is just as effective as fresh. How to use them correctly. About 1/3 of a cup of wild blueberries, 45 minutes before bed. Do not combine with dairy. Milk proteins bind to anthocyanins and physically block gut absorption. Instead, lightly freeze and then thaw your blueberries before eating. This breaks down cell walls and dramatically increases bioavailability, meaning your eyes can actually access the compounds during overnight repair. If this is already changing how you think about your evening routine, hit the like button now and subscribe. I release evidence-based health content for people over 60 every single week. The top 3 fruits on this list are the most powerful, and number 1 targets something most people have never even heard of. Stay with me. If you regularly wake up with tired, heavy eyes even after a full night of sleep, this one is worth paying close attention to. The specific problem red dragon fruit addresses is retinal hypoxia, when your retinal tissue is not receiving adequate oxygen during sleep. When that happens, you can sleep 8 full hours and still wake up with fatigued eyes, blurred peripheral vision, and colors that look flatter than they once did. Red dragon fruit is rich in betalains, a class of antioxidants that research shows can support nitric oxide production in blood vessels. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens capillaries, including the tiny ones that supply your retina. Wider capillaries mean more oxygen and more nutrients reaching retinal tissue during deep sleep. A 2022 study published in Frontiers in Aging Biology reported that participants who consumed red dragon fruit extract for 6 weeks showed meaningful improvements in ocular circulation, contrast sensitivity, and visual field depth. In practical terms, clearer vision in low light and noticeable reductions in blurriness. How to use it. Half a red-fleshed dragon fruit about 1 hour before bed. The variety matters enormously. White-fleshed dragon fruit does not contain what we are after. And do not swallow the black seeds whole. Chew them. Those seeds contain omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, both of which play documented roles in retinal nerve health. Swallowed whole, you lose almost all of that benefit. 2,000 years of use in traditional medicine for eye health. And now the clinical evidence is beginning to align with that history. The exact problem goji berries target is macular thinning. The macula is the central zone of your retina, responsible for the sharp, detailed vision you use to read, recognize faces, and see color with clarity. As we age, oxidative stress and reduced circulation gradually degrade this tissue, the foundational process behind age-related macular degeneration. one of the leading causes of irreversible vision loss in older adults worldwide. What makes goji berries exceptional is their zeaxanthin content. They are among the highest natural dietary sources of zeaxanthin on the planet. While lutein predominantly protects the outer retina, zeaxanthin concentrates specifically in the macula, your center of vision. That targeted protection matters. A 2021 study published in Nutrients followed adults aged 60 to 80 who consumed dried goji berries 5 days a week for 90 days. Results showed a significant increase in macular pigment optical density, a direct measure of macular protection, and no participant showed further progression of macular degeneration during the trial period. For anyone concerned about losing visual independence, that finding is worth taking seriously. How to use them. Soak 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries in warm water for about 10 minutes, then eat them 30 minutes before bed. Soaking softens them and improves digestibility. Pro tip with real science behind it: pair your goji berries with a small square of high-quality dark chocolate, at least 85% cacao. The flavonoids in cocoa have been shown to enhance zeaxanthin absorption, creating a synergy your macula can genuinely use. Not exotic, not expensive. You may have one on your counter right now, but eaten correctly, papaya targets one of the most destructive and most overlooked processes behind blurry vision, cloudy lenses, and early cataract formation. The process it addresses is glycation, when excess blood glucose binds to proteins in your eye tissue, forming advanced glycation end products that progressively cloud your lens and degrade your retina. Glycation is one of the most underappreciated contributors to age-related vision deterioration, and it is happening silently in most people over 60. Papaya is rich in papain, a naturally occurring enzyme with documented anti-inflammatory and protein-modifying properties. It also delivers a powerful combination of vitamins A, C, and E alongside folate, nutrients consistently linked to tear film stability, retinal protection, and reduced oxidative stress inside the eye. A 2023 study published in Clinical Gerontology found that older adults who consumed papaya in the evening showed lower levels of glycation markers in follow-up testing, alongside stronger tear production and measurable improvements in contrast vision within 6 weeks. For seniors dealing with dry eyes, blurry morning vision, or early-stage cataracts, those are meaningful outcomes. How to use it. 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes about 1 hour before bed. 2 things matter here. Fresh is better than processed, and room temperature is better than cold. Take your papaya out of the refrigerator at least 30 to 60 minutes before eating. Cold temperatures suppress enzyme activity, and you want papain at full strength when it reaches your digestive system. Do not pair it with dairy. Same absorption blocking reason as blueberries. Pro tip: squeeze fresh lime juice over your papaya before eating. The vitamin C in lime meaningfully boosts your body's absorption of vitamin A. Your eyes get more of what they need, and it tastes considerably better too. Which of these 7 fruits surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments right now and tell me, which one are you trying tonight? I genuinely read every answer. You could eat every fruit on this list and still lose most of the benefit if you do not follow these 5 rules. They are non-negotiable. Rule 1: do not combine with high-calcium foods. Eating papaya or blueberries shortly after milk, yogurt, or calcium-fortified cereal actively blocks absorption of lutein and zeaxanthin. Research shows that high-calcium meals consumed alongside antioxidant-rich fruits can reduce absorption of key eye nutrients by up to 30%. Give yourself at least 90 minutes between dairy and your evening fruit. Rule 2: always add a small amount of healthy fat. Most of the key nutrients in these fruits are fat-soluble. Your body cannot fully absorb them without fat present. A few walnuts, a teaspoon of flaxseed oil, or a few slices of avocado alongside your fruit can boost absorption by more than 50%. Same food, dramatically better delivery to your eyes. Rule 3: wash gently. Aggressive scrubbing removes a significant portion of the surface antioxidants, particularly on blueberries and black currants where protective compounds concentrate in and near the skin. Rinse gently under cool water, pat dry, and wash right before eating, not hours in advance. Rule 4: room temperature over cold. Refrigeration suppresses enzyme activity in several of these fruits, most notably papain in papaya. Take your fruit out 30 to 60 minutes before eating so your body can extract maximum benefit. Rule 5: timing is everything. Eat your fruit 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Too early and the nutrients are metabolized before your eyes enter their primary repair window. Too late and active digestion disrupts the deep sleep your eyes need to do the work. Hit that window and you are giving these compounds the best possible chance to perform. Blurry vision is not simply an inevitable consequence of aging. It is often the result of specific, identifiable processes happening inside your eye tissue: oxidative damage, inflammation, poor circulation, glycation. And growing evidence suggests that certain fruits, eaten at the right time and in the right way, can meaningfully support your eye's natural overnight repair. Think about reading without squinting, driving at night without that anxious grip on the steering wheel, waking up in the morning and seeing clearly within minutes, looking at the people you love and seeing every detail. That is what this is really about. Not just clearer vision, your independence, your confidence, your quality of life. Now I want to hear from you. If your vision became noticeably clearer tomorrow morning, what is the first thing you would want to see? Your family, a sunrise, the garden. Leave your answer in the comments. I read every single one. If this video was helpful, please share it with someone over 60 in your life. You might genuinely make a difference for them. Subscribe for more evidence-informed approaches to protecting your vision and your health as you age. I'm Dr. Markus Dexter. Take care of your eyes. They are irreplaceable. I will see you in the next one.